What's going on YouTube? Dave back again, and today, guess what? We're taking a look at the 1/1000 scale Andromeda from Star Blazers 2202, and this is from Bandai. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right, boys and girls, you know what? This actually slipped through my hands, and I actually forgot about this for a while. I ended up seeing something on it and went, hey, you know what? I don't have enough stuff I'm working on. Let's pick this up. So that's exactly what I did. I actually ended up snagging this on Amazon, and it ended up ultimately being cheaper than ordering it direct from Japan. That's if you can find it, because it seems to be sold out everywhere over there. This ended up being about $134, and I ended up getting a same-day shipping and delivery, which was really freaking awesome. I love Amazon for that. Link to this will be down in the description. So taking a look at the cover art, it's just pretty general. If you guys have seen the series, then you already know. There's only 2 episodes out. They're trickling them out. I do know where you can end up getting it and watching it online. I thought about maybe streaming it here on YouTube. Let me know down in the comments whether you'd want to see that or not. I won't be able to monetize it, and it may end up being taken down, but it would be cool to share because, well, if you've seen the Star Blazers, the Yamato, 2199, that was, I love that series. I watch it like 2 or 3 times a year. It's just a great story and great animation. Taking a look at the side box art, you get some nice shots on here. They haven't done too much, a little bit of weathering, some panel lining, which is about what I'm going to end up doing, at least until this ends up getting painted. Taking a look at the other side of the box, you can see it comes with a base. It comes with some little fighters. Just some more shots. You can see how this actually towers over the Yamato. It's about 100 millimeters longer. This puts this about, I believe it's 14 inches, where the 1/1000 scale Yamato is about 12 inches. This actually puts it almost in scale. I'll have to see when it's all built to the 1/500 scale. You got some shots over here. This does come with an LED lighting system, so no having to go for aftermarket parts, which is completely awesome. I'll let you know at the end of the video. Is the additional cost of this worth it over the other ones that are out there? This did retail in Japan for 12,000 yen, and that equates to about, well, today it's about $100. But on average, that's going to equal about $120. So technically, I didn't really pay anything more than it would have been to have it shipped here. I actually paid less. All right, we're going to start off taking a look at the manual. Now, the manual is wide enough. I can't get the whole thing into the shot and it looked decent, so we're going to end up doing it this way. So you've just got some instructions and information on here and the beginning of the parts list. Now, I will start off by saying there's something kind of interesting because they're already marking pieces off on the runner that don't get used. This is an all new design, so that makes me curious of why some parts are being used and some aren't. Upgrades maybe? Taking a look at page number 3, you've got runner D, E, F, F2, BA21, and BA21. The rest of the parts, there's a part that doesn't get used there. There's another part that doesn't get used over there. Page 4, your usual Bandai do's and don'ts. Page 5, beginning of assembly. You've got the hull, you've got the supports that are going to go into there. These are in clear, I believe. You've got the back hatch over here for the ships to go in. You get the beginning of the layout for the power LED ribbons. Page 6, continuation of how to run the ribbons through here. Just some internal assembly, and then you start putting on the outer shell. Page 7, attaching the side shells to the bottom and then attaching the top. You've got the thruster section in the back. Page 8, more assembly. Some of the engine ports on the bottom. Page 9, attaching the bracket and the wiring to the bottom of the ship and then attaching it to the base. You can pick which label that you want to stick on there. It does come with several different ones. Page 10, just finalizing where to plug things in down here, explaining to you what the different buttons do, though they're not in English, so I don't know what the hell they are. We're just going to push buttons and find out. Starting off with page 11, and this is where it starts getting good and we start adding in the details onto the ship itself. Taking a look at the middle section of folding it out gets you some nice shots with some detailing, and I believe I was told that there is a variant either being released or has been released in the dark blue color. Page 14, just adding on some more parts. 15, continuation, adding on some guns, some parts, some nose parts. Page 16, adding on some additional parts. Moving on to page number 17, adding on some ports, starting to build the guns on here and putting them on. Page 18, engine caps, stabilizer fins. Page 19, finalizing adding on the fins to the engine, the guns. Page number 20, adding the flyers onto the base. Page 21, showing you just how to add the batteries in. It's kind of weird that it only takes 3, but it takes 3 AA batteries. Just a wiring diagram and show you how to properly plug and unplug so that you don't break the wiring. You've got the layout, the on, the off, and the different sound effects for the movie version. Last but not least, you've got the back of the instruction manual, which again gives you a nice layout, front, back, and side shots, along with the top, giving you your paint guides down here for both the flyers and the ship itself. All right, starting off with Runner A. As you see, you have the top and bottom parts of the ship. Runner B, you get the side pieces. And just for information, not that this is the whole length, but this comes out to about 14 inches. Taking a nice up close look, you can see all of the windows and ports are nicely detailed. The only thing is that it's not blemished, but the way that it's cast, because they're so big, you do get some swirlies into the plastic. Runner C, you get the cap for the wave cannon, you get the control deck, some other miscellaneous pieces on here. Runner D, you get some thruster caps, you get side of the control deck, some more miscellaneous pieces on here, some stabilizers. Moving on to Runner E, you actually get 2 of these. You get all of the guns on here. You're going to get 4 flyers. These guys are micro small, but they have a lot of detail. You get some of the guns, stabilizers, just more miscellaneous parts on here, engine caps. Moving on to Runner F1, you get the engine ports, you get the internal stabilizers. There's another stabilizer over here which is in clear. In the clear pieces, you get the engine and wavegun effect pieces. You get red effect pieces over here. Runner F2, you get more clear stabilizers, and I believe that these are probably for light transfer. I'm not for sure until I get built up, but I will let you guys know. More stabilizers over here. BA21 is the bracket that holds the ship to the base. You get the base piece itself, or base shell. Decal wise, you get them in black, and there's some silver ones on here as well. And you get a sheet of water slides. Not very many, but there's a few. I don't know, there's something I'm confused by. I don't understand why Bandai will add water slides to all of these kits, but they won't add water slides to the Gundam kits. I just will never get it. Last but not least, you get the lighting unit. Sliding it out, I will pre-warn you, this is a pain in the butt to get out. On one side, you've got all the cables. Getting these out of the baggies, you can see there is a wide ribbon which goes to the dual wave cannon. You get the port that plugs into the base. You've got some other pieces over here, really reminiscent of the lighting that comes with the Unicorn. Last but not least is the actual unit that controls both the lights and the sound. All right, boys and girls, so I'm not sure which one of these two is going to end up suffering, whether it's my voice or the sound of this guy, but I actually got some batteries in it and let you guys see and hear the different effects. Now I have it flipped on. We're going to hit button number 1. Now this is going to be for the engines themselves. And as you can see, these two and the rear engine, they flicker, they come on. I tested this and they stayed on for quite a while. I don't know if they're on a timer or not, but they didn't actually ever shut off. So that part's kind of cool. If you just want it for effect to sit on your shelf, would have been nice to have an AC adapter. Now I will say the speaker in here severely sucks. It's one of those type speakers that you would end up finding in like a birthday card or something like that. So we might have to take this apart and see if we can't change that. All right, moving on to button number 2. All right, so that was pretty cool. That was the dual wave gun. And once it's done with that cycle, the control cabin lights and the engine lights come back on. Now let's do button number 3. And it appears that button number 3, all it does is affect the volume as far as up and down, and it only has 3 settings. All right, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed that unboxing and overview of the 2202 Andromeda from Starblazers, and it was a real blast. I think I might end up just staying up all night and putting this together. Now, looking at the part count, I don't think it's going to take that long. My thoughts just of unboxing it and taking a look at the parts, how many parts and everything there are. Is it worth the $100 to $120 depending on where you end up getting it? If you're a fan and you want big ship and you like the lighting effects and everything, yeah. But if you're just casual and not that concerned about the lighting and everything, I think if you took out the lighting effects, this would probably drop it down to maybe $75, $60, something like that. God, it's kind of up to you guys what you think, you know, for your own collection. If you love the Starblazers series and everything, and you're trying to get them all, especially with the new ships and stuff, definitely pick this up. Just looking at the details, and it has great potential for upgrading and just adding details and stuff. If you're on a budget, this is probably not going to be for you. As I stated below, I will leave a link down in the description of where I ended up picking this up on Amazon, so definitely check that out. You clicking those links helps me out as well, so I appreciate that. Keep in mind, with this month, with my Patreon, if you go over and check that out, I have, well, the $15 contributor someone will end up winning a real grade, and someone of the $25 category will end up winning a master grade. So keep that in mind, and good luck to you guys. Thank you for your support. And, I'm thinking about switching over where the dollar contributors, they get into the group, or someone from the dollar contributors is going to win something for the month. I just haven't figured out what yet. Still working on those. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you like what I do and you want to see more, click right there. Thank you for your support. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button right about there. I will see you guys all in the next video, and hopefully the next video will be this all built up. Peace out, YouTube.